Yo, what's up, guys? It's Jeremy right here. Right next to me is Anthony, and we are doing the second episode of the Acquisition Podcast. And it's a very special episode because, as you can see,
we've been wanting to do this a long time.
We're on Anthony's yacht right now.
Yeah, we've been wanting to do this for a while. I pictured this in the background, Diamond Head, and we're here. We're doing it.
So yeah, pretty cool. We're up here on the second floor. Got all the podcast equipment squished up in here. Kind of windy, so if things get a little crazy or sound a little funny, please bear with us. But yeah, dude, Let's here.
We're here. All right. There's a lot of planning. This did not go easily, ladies and gentlemen. This was not very easy at all.
Yeah.
So.
And if you've been following us on Instagram, well, first of all, if you're not following us, do yourself a favor and follow me and Anthony. Mine is at the Jeremy Mateo, and Anthony's is at Anthony D Jones with a Z. But anyway, the last 2 weeks, Anthony got this like 2 weeks ago, and he was pissing me off because he got the yacht, and I just could not get a hold of him. It was just like, I got my yacht, dude. Like, see you later.
Well, I went ghost. I really went ghost. I was like, everything's on autopilot. Everything's going. And the thing is I had a bunch of killers handling a lot of everything, right? Except there's a few little loose ends I was trying to work on. By the way, I hope you guys can hear us because the wind is blowing a little bit.
Ooh,
so
yep.
Josh gave the thumbs up. We're all good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was MIA for about 2 weeks, guys, but I'm back after all the partying and craziness.
Yeah.
Go ahead and look on my Instagram. You'll see it was a little bit of fun, but I'm back.
Dude,
I'm back in action.
Yeah. So like it was 2 weeks. Obviously we're businessmen. We're trying to get things done, and me and Anthony have our normal routine where we wake up at 5. I go to his place at 5:30. Hit the gym. After the gym, we hit the sauna. After the sauna, we hit the pool. You know, that's our routine: gym, sauna, pool, work. But no, dude. I kept texting him in the morning.
Oh, I was out, guys.
Yeah.
There was no way. I mean, I'm going to sleep at 4 in the a.m.
Jesus.
And so we're going to be talking a little bit about that today. We're going to be talking
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about some of the fun.
Some of the fun, okay? Yeah. So I'm going to tell you guys. Guys, I'm just one of you. I'm one of you. I hustled and grind from like the bottom and all that. But when you start getting up there and like things are getting okay and you can buy a yacht, everything's all easy. It shouldn't, and honestly, this goes back to what I was talking before about natural progression. It should be very natural. Business and anything that you buy, assets, anything should be very natural. It shouldn't be like you're breaking the bank to do it. It should just be, like nothing, right? So when you finally start to get this, and there's going to be a lot of people that want to hang out. They want to come hang out on the yacht. There's girls called they're Yachties.
Yeah. So little Yachties.
That's like a thing. So I never knew that before. But
Shot Yachties.
Shout out to all the Yachties out there that have been hanging out. You guys have been making life fun, to say the least. But yeah, guys. So that's a little bit of the experience. You start to hang out with all these new people. Everybody wants to know. They want to know who you are. You're fresh out of the scene. Especially out here in Hawaii, there's not a lot of people doing this kind of thing out here, guys. A lot of old people out here own all the yachts, and
no offense to the old people.
Hey, Waikiki Yacht Club, I joined you guys. You guys know what's up. You guys are all cool. About to join the Elks Club. Hey, shout out, right?
Hey, okay, nice.
But everything's been pretty amazing. The network aspect we're going to be rolling to in a little bit. We're going to be talking about that. The networking has been crazy. I would say that for the last 2 weeks, I've been more so on the partying aspect, but it definitely has brought in a lot of people that are very well connected, I would say.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, for the yacht, let's talk about the yacht real quick itself. Okay, so this is, how much was this yacht? And like,
I want to talk
you don't talk.
Man.
Oh, come on.
Guy,
Okay, fine.
Okay,
where'd you buy it?
I bought it out of San Diego and Newport. So it was out there in San Diego. It's brand new, 2023. Out there in San Diego. Shout out to Ian, the broker. That guy's awesome.
And you shipped it here?
Shipped it out here, yes.
Okay. How was that experience?
So the shipping, I fired I'm not going to say, I fired someone over this because it was turned into a mess. But it was actually a huge mess, especially out here in Hawaii. Again, everything coming out to Hawaii is just, it's horrendous.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Yeah. So shipping it, they wanted to put this thing on a big old boat. which was like $150,000 just to ship it, guys.
Holy shit.
155 grand was a quote I got multiple times to ship this stupid boat over here on a freaking another boat. It's insane.
Did you do that?
No, I did not do that. I was
damn.
like, forget that. So what I did was I instead started doing what I do, just trying to figure out the best possible way.
Yeah.
And there was a company there that actually chopped off the whole top. Guys,
this thing.
we demoed everything on top. This thing was like, it's brand new. And then when they're telling me they're going to have to demo it, I was like, what? They're literally going to have to demo the whole top. So
Your brand new boat.
Trailer.
Brand new
so
yacht.
it can come over here. And still, that was cheap though, dude. I mean, cheap is like 40 grand. It was like 40 grand. Plus, the company that was doing all that was an extra 20 grand.
Oh yeah, you had to fly them over here,
I had
huh?
to fly them over here. I wanted to use the same company because if they're taking all these wires and crap apart, I didn't want craziness. So flew them out here, and then after that, it's like 8 grand here, 2 grand there. Every time you turn around and they know you got a yacht, dude, it's like hit that guy up.
Well, not only that, like when it got here, that was a whole ordeal too. Like, so it was on a trailer, and because it was so tall, the guy transporting was like, "Hey, dude, you're gonna have to bring some people to like stand on the yacht, and if electrical power lines are too low, you're gonna have to lift it up." And I was like, "Yo,
this is the one time
I'm not doing this.
This is the one time I wanted to like sock Jeremy. I wanted to sock Jeremy. I'm not gonna lie, and I told him I was like, Jeremy, shut the fuck up. So the yacht's hanging. It's on the back of a trailer, and the guy's calling me last minute. He's like, "Bro, I didn't know it was gonna be this tall, this big." I got police escort. Dude, we have police escorts. One in the front, one in the back. It's like at a standstill right outside the harbor. And they're like, we don't know what you want us to do. And right away, when they start saying that, I'm already like, that's going to be another freaking... If they don't know what needs to happen, that's another, I don't know how many thousands of dollars. So I'm like, screw that. I grabbed a few people, and we went to that to the trailer, to the trucking. And then Jeremy's like... he starts talking to the trucking company. He's like freaking out. He's like, "Oh no, we can't do that. This is unsafe." I'm like, Jeremy, shut up. We're getting it. This thing is getting to that hard. Like, it's going over there.
I'm just saying, if you touch those power lines, I'm sure you're gonna die, right?
I put on gloves and I jumped on that thing. I didn't give a damn. Jeremy was like, "You're gonna die." And I'm like,
okay,
whatever.
So
I'm getting it done.
Him and one of his other employees, they went on the boat or the yacht, sorry, and we're just following them all through like the main road, and we're like holding up traffic. And some of my friends were like texting me pictures like, "Yo, is this you and Anthony?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's him on the boat." And yeah, it was pretty funny, but thankfully none of the power lines were low.
Yeah.
And it got from like the shipping place to K Marine.
Yeah. It got there.
And we're
was all
good. We're good.
Shout out to Paul. Got you some cigars, Paul, if you enjoyed those.
So the boat's in the water. We're all good.
So a lot of planning, So this is one thing, like in Miami, you got, out there in Newport, you could just buy a yacht. Everything's all Gucci. You get to hang out, whatever. And they got plenty of space for you. Out here in Hawaii, it's the complete opposite. They got no space for you. They don't even want you here. They're like, nah, I don't know where you're going to put it. It's like 5-year wait.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's just a nightmare getting it over here. So that's why, and I started to come and, started thinking about it. I'm like, well, that's why there's not all young dudes like doing this. It's all like older people that own it out here, and all the boats are all old, and all that. So now I understand, I get it, and I learned the hard way. But it was worth it.
We're good now. We're chilling. I mean, last weekend literally was Anthony's birthday party. We took the yacht and sailed it around the island and took it to the Sandbar. If you're on Oahu, you know where the Sandbar is. It's a great place to have fun. And we took it there, and we had a crazy time. Like, if you see it on our Instagram, crazy videos, champagne showers, girls twerking everywhere. This guy lit up, what is it called? A freaking...
Bro, I don't even know if we can talk about that because it was illegal. The guy that bought it for me was like, I'm not supposed to. These are illegal here.
A flare.
Yeah,
right?
some sort of flare thing. And I was like, you know what? Give it to me.
Oh
Let's
my
do
God.
it. Got out. You brought me a freaking birthday cake, and I was like,
Yeah.
had like tons of chicks out, and I was like, let's do it,
dude. And like everyone left, but the yacht and like a couple other people stayed on the Sandbar overnight. And once I knew that, I was like, yo, dude, like I'm not staying on this boat. Like I gotta go home, Anthony. I love you, bro, but I'm not staying here. So like one by one, like the day's going by, it's like 4 o'clock, and I see all the boats in Sandbar leaving, and I'm like, yo, dude,
you're staying on here, bro.
No, I was like, no, I'm not, dude. And then like, so one guy's like, hey, Jeremy, I got us a boat. Don't worry, they're gonna take some people back. They're gonna come back and grab us. I'm like, awesome. Okay.
I had these young little chicks coming up to me. The boat needs to go to the harbor. I'm like, start swimming, girl. This ain't going anywhere. This ain't going nowhere.
So I'm chilling, and then like an hour goes by, and I'm like looking around. We're literally the only yacht left on the Sandbar, and I'm like, hey, where's that boat? Are they coming? And then like the guy that told me, your friend, was like, hey, I got us a boat. I was looking for him around the boat, and I don't see him, and I start panicking. I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like, yo, Anthony, where's everyone? It's like, and Anthony's like super like wasted right now. He's like, I don't know, bro. He's like looking at me. He's like, I don't know, bro. They're all gone, dude. And I'm like, no, they're not. He's like, no, you're staying here. I'm like, dude, where did that guy? He's like, he left, dude. I'm like, oh my god. So I'm like running around the yacht. I went in the room and I found him. I'm like, oh my god, thank God you're
Jeremy
here.
likes to freak out, and I love it. I love it. Whether I'm drunk or not, I see him freaking out running around.
And he was like, I was like, oh my god, I thought you left me. He's like, oh, don't worry, bro. Like, I didn't leave you. He's like, but one problem. I'm like, what? He's like, my friend, yeah, he's not coming back. And I'm like, oh my god. So I'm like a little freaking out, talking to like some other chicks. I'm like, hey, how are you guys getting home? And one girl's like, hey, yeah, we need some water. And like, what was her name? I forgot her name, but I was like, Anthony, hey, she needs some water, dude. Like, we have to go back and get some water. Can't say no to water. And
there's a sink, man.
And
we
then
got lots of fresh water.
And then I convinced him, and then finally we went back, and I saved my ass, and
it's all good.
Yeah, we're all Gucci.
But that was our first like kind of big event on there. It was awesome.
Almost getting stranded.
Yeah, but like I'm gonna say this. I will say that the networking aspect. Also, there's when you start making money and you got businesses running, you're buying real estate, everything's all Gucci, everything's going good. You need to start buying assets, and if you can depreciate them, you can use them as an office. Look what we're doing here, podcast, things like that. You got to give it to either the government, you want to pay taxes, or you got to get creative and do and do some fun things like this. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I could have bought some more real estate. I could have bought something else, but I was like, you know what do I want?
Yeah.
I'm out in Hawaii. I don't want to freaking
let's get into that, because like, okay, so whenever I hear this a lot too, when we talk about buying boats, buying yachts, all the time I hear, boats, yachts, they're nothing but money pits. They cost a lot of money. There's a big debate. Like, one of my good friends who was like, yeah, dude, like, you don't want to be the guy that buys a boat. You want to be the guy with a friend that owns a boat.
No, you want to be the guy.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Because the thing is that if you're the guy, you're buying it for the right purposes.
Yeah.
Don't go buying a yacht, people that are watching this, just because you think you're gonna
just
do it
to
for
flex.
the right purposes.
Yeah.
If you're having a lot of high income coming in, you got to be able to offset it, right?
Yeah.
So you have to.
Yeah. So right purposes, or
right.
Name some of those.
So like for 2022, you could actually. It ended in 2022. You can depreciate 100% of the yacht the first in the first. I believe it was the first year. Which I think it just changed. And again,
it's like lower. It's lower.
I'm not a CPA. Yeah, it's definitely lower. I'm not a CPA. I have CPAs, and they're figuring all this out. But I just know that there's a lot of depreciation I get to take. Everything I do on this thing, like for business purposes, and it's a no-brainer. It really, honestly, is a no-brainer. So you got to give it to the government. You got to have some fun. Right?
So for those that are watching that kind of don't understand what Anthony's talking about, in short, to like explain it to like maybe a fifth grader, if you make a lot of money, you're gonna have to pay a lot of taxes, and you pay those taxes to the government. Instead of paying that money to the government, use that money to buy a yacht. If you do it the right way, as in like buying it under an LLC, and then you can depreciate what he was saying. And so it's like, why give the money to Uncle Sam when you can give it to yourself, buy a yacht, and have Uncle Ross drive the yacht or something, or Uncle Todd.
Uncle Russ or Uncle Todd.
Shout out to these guys.
Shout out to them. No, for sure. You got to be able to think that way, right? So, and also, any assets that you buy should be able to like float themselves. No pun intended, but should be able to float themselves. With that being said, even though like Hawaii is just a little bit different, you can't just like buy a yacht and like now you're doing private charters and things like that. Especially like the yacht that I bought is actually a foreign boat, so you can't do it because of the Jones Act for the first like few years. I think it's 3 years without a Jones Act waiver and things like that. But there's a lot of other yachts you can buy that are American made, and you can actually like go through all the red tape and you can start to do private charters. So you should be able to think that way. Like, okay, it's tax write-off. Boom, I can start another business. Now I get to enjoy my life and be out on the damn water depreciate it, expense everything that's going on this thing, you know, so you get to create essentially another business, you know, out of it. And you can do that with a lot of different types of assets. You can do that with, there's a lot of people that buy Ferraris.
Yeah,
and
luxury cars.
I'm going to buy a Ferrari, guys. And you think I'm going to just use it? And like me, with the mindset that I have, I'll probably have my assistant throw it on Turo or something like that, maybe charge $1,500 for a few hours or whatever it is, rap videos. We're already getting hit up for videos and stuff for the yacht, but I'm like, we'll do it in a different way. I'll do you a favor and you can do it, you know, the Jones Act, you know? So, you know, but what I'm trying to say is that
be intentional,
any assets that you acquire should be able to float themselves. You should be able to be smart about it. Don't be an idiot. Buy it and then let it float itself, and then take all the expenses. It's a business. Buy it under an LLC, do it within a CPA, do everything, be very, like Jeremy just said, be very intentional. Okay, so on top of that, we're going to roll right into what you do when you get this stuff. Like you join these clubs. Let's talk about that.
Going off of that, what you're saying, you said at the beginning of that was the network and networking and being intentional with this purpose. So one really, really smart thing Anthony did was he joined the Waikiki Yacht Club here in Oahu. And from there, he met so many different people that led to meeting other people, where we got a bunch of friends, captains, like people who can help and become a useful resource in doing what we're doing with this yacht. So yeah, talk about that, like joining the yacht club.
Oh, man, and honestly, it's the best thing ever. Joining the Waikiki Yacht Club right away.
That was step one.
That's step one. You meet all these awesome people, and they're in their own world too, by the way. So you're entering into a whole nother world, right? I'm in my business world day to day, and now I get to go into their world, and then, you know, they're welcoming. It's honestly awesome, and you just create a great network, and you never know who you're going to meet or who you're going to be able to collaborate with in the future. You just never know. In fact, you might be a blessing to them. You know, you just never know. It might be mutually beneficial for everyone, right? So I guarantee, I'm telling you right now, when you do this, definitely join these you know, a yacht club, or if you buy is that Cars and Coffee? If you buy like a high-end car, join that, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, you know, when I buy. When I buy my Ferrari. Right?
So Anthony's been thinking about buying a Ferrari for a long time, and I'm like kind of convincing him to do it later, and he's like, but like my reason is because we're raising private capital. You know, we're getting hundreds of thousands of dollars from investors. I think it's like kind of a bad look where, like, you know, someone gives $100K, $200K, and then the next day Anthony buys a Ferrari.
No, look, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now. Everyone knows me on the island. I think I've freaking proved my worth. I need no one's money. In fact, I'm trying to do it with like a collaboration, if you will, with investors, right? Like buying. You know, if I buy real estate or buy a business, companies, whatever it is, I'm trying to do it with investors and not necessarily use my own money anymore. So now I got this money just chilling, and I got income coming in. A lot of investors want to do business. And why wouldn't they? We're doing freaking awesome deals. So now I'm like looking at my money. I'm like, well, I don't really got to use this. And I'm like, I've been wanting this red Ferrari, and that's still, again, going back to what I initially said, it should be very natural. You shouldn't be breaking the bank to do it. In which case, I'm like, you know what? Why not? And Jeremy's like, wait a second, you're going to send the wrong message. And I'm like, man, all my life I've been holding out, trying not to send the whole message. I'm ready to freaking pop. I'm ready to go.
All right. Comment below if you think Anthony should buy the Ferrari within 2 months from now.
By the way, the main reason why I held off for like I haven't bought the red Ferrari that I've wanted in my dreams, right, is because I live out here in Hawaii, and like I don't want to give off that image out here. The image out here is just not here in Hawaii. You want to be kind of like low key. You want to give out the aloha message. You don't want to be that guy. That's the reason why I started to like venture out into Scottsdale, Arizona. So I have properties in Scottsdale, which is kind of like my other home for a little bit. I was flying back and forth. And everyone is all about money over there. And they're like, all like, you know, you get a red Ferrari, you fit right in. You pull up front, they're like, all the girls, everybody's like, yay, you're here. Over here, I think it's the opposite. I think it's like, I want to be friends with that guy? So that was the main purpose why I've like chilled out.
So what switched? What switched? Like, why'd you flip the mindset now?
Well, I mean, dude, I'm tired of like being at the mercy of what other people think.
Thank you.
Know?
Yes.
That's pretty much it. I kind of want to just do my own thing and be me.
Yeah, like who cares what other people think?
Dude,
you know,
I've been
like
wanting to drive Ferrari, red Ferrari for like my whole life.
like you know, being out there, being social, buying flashy things. Like it's not like we're being douchebags about it, or you're being a douchebag about it. You're like that reel I made. You know, it's not like you're some rich a-hole.
Yeah, that was funny, dude.
Yeah.
I like that actually. That was funny. No, and then also it expands your networking, right? It really does. Again, cars and coffee and all that. Now you're gonna meet all these other people that are all into cars, and I'm not even that much into cars.
Yeah.
By the way, I own auto body shops, mechanic shop, all that, and I know crap about cars. But you know, I just know that a lot of people really like appreciate cars,
Yeah.
and I really I appreciate like a Ferrari, right?
Yeah.
That's all, you know.
And the type of person that can buy a Ferrari, can buy a yacht, usually they're high net worth, they have a business, chances are they know a lot of other business people too. And like going back to that networking thing, like in the past 2 weeks, Anthony, keep in mind guys, all the story we're talking about right now has only been in the past 2 weeks. Like Anthony has made so much connections through the yacht club, meeting people, making some phone calls, and it's like, oh, I know a guy, and it's just crazy how like the type of people we're meeting, one, they're very friendly, they're very positive, they're always willing to help and super nice. And it's like, wow, these guys are wealthy people, always willing to help other people. And that's what I like, what I've noticed, because like I've been hanging out with Anthony for like every day, all day, like whenever we're working out and we work, he's always on the phone with other people and networking, and then we meet other people and it's like, whoa, wow, this is the type of people we meet. So and that's just from the yacht and the yacht club. Imagine when he does buy a Ferrari and he starts going to these car meets, the type of people you meet, you know, it's just, and now we're doing social media with all of this, so it's going to be crazy.
No. Life is getting great, guys, and life is amazing. Like I said before, and I always say this, if you think it, you can do it. You can do anything you want, right? So learn off of other people and learn off of me, learn off, you know, that like, honestly, and going back to what I've said before, buy existing companies. It's like the easiest hack, right? It's like
the hack.
like the hack, right?
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a hack,
buy
or
a yacht
or a cheat code, you know, unlimited ammo, as I said before. Like if you're looking for unlimited ammo cheat code, definitely buy a yacht, but definitely buy an existing company that's been profitable for so long. You can look at the financials. The guys are trying to retire, things like that. There is so much opportunities going on right now, and if you're smart and witty and you have an entrepreneur mindset, you can take advantage. And I think you need to get on that boat and, you know, get on the freaking yacht and get going, man, like right away.
I love it. So again, 2 weeks in, what are our current plans? Let's talk about our plans for this yacht. Like, what do we want to do with it? Because Anthony's told me, like, hey, I want to squeeze as much juice out of this opportunity of having a yacht. What are some things that we have planned?
Oh man,
that we can mention.
We're gonna sail to Kauai eventually.
Yeah.
When you know, conditions are correct, right? We want to go to Kauai. As I might fly over there, and the captain might take it. I might fly over there because I've experienced just a small, you know, going around this channel.
Oh yeah.
It's insane, guys. And that was only a few hours.
Yeah, that was 1 hour. Dude.
Yeah, I might be, you know, next time going on a car ride and just meeting up over there on that side. So might be a little smart about it on this, you know. But some captains like it. Like, shout out to Captain Todd if he ever watches this. I'm sure he would love it. He's just living his best life, going into the waves, and everyone else is like, whoa, you know. So anyway, I think that'll be good.
Yeah. Okay.
That's one.
That's some plans, you know. Also, we do plan on taking our private investors. You know, again, we're raising private capital. And by the way, if you're watching this and you want to, you know, invest into Aloha Acquisitions, DM me or Anthony. We'd love to have you as a private investor. And going off of that, we do take care of our private investors, and one of the things we want to do for them is have, you know, yacht party, a mansion party, you know, and just show our investors and take care of them and show them a good time that, like, hey, you're not just investing your money with us, you're investing into a relationship, and we're here together in it for the long run, and we just want to build that relationship with you guys.
Yeah, for sure. I like that. And I think we do got a little mansion party coming up in next month sometime?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe, yeah, no, we do. Well, you know, we got a little mansion party coming up.
That thing.
That's gonna be sick. That's gonna be sick. So, no, absolutely want want to do some collaborations, want some anybody that wants to get in, and even if you're not sure and you want to like learn more, like invest with us, and we'll, you know, like what Grant Cardone says, you know, like do business with me and we'll do business with you, kind of type thing, right? Like,
you said that last time.
Yeah, no, for sure. But like, if you want to learn, dude, I'm an open book, and that's all. This is all I eat, sleep, and breathe. Lately, I haven't been eat, sleeping, and breathing it, but I'm telling you, that's all I eat, sleep, and breathe is business. And if I don't know an answer, I can connect you with someone that does. Okay,
It's all about connections, networking. You know, like one thing that we've been coming across is like when we find a business owner, because again, Aloha Acquisitions, we're buying businesses. Sometimes we come across businesses where it might not fit our buy box, or maybe it does, but it's just too small. We don't want that opportunity to just sit on the table. You know, if someone else is interested in buying a business, maybe you could connect with us and we could link you with that small business, because the worst thing that we can do is we meet someone, a business owner, we make the connection with them, we see, okay, yeah, we'd want to buy this, but maybe it's just not at that level. We'll connect you right there with that business, you know. But how do we do that? We do that by meeting other people, having, you know, these lunches and all that.
Right.
But that's something we like to do as well, and, you know, be a little, not really a middleman or a broker or something like that, but we connect the dots basically.
Yeah. No, we got a new girl joining the team, Gemma.
Yeah.
So she's actually a business broker. That's what she does, and she's very, very intelligent. I hope she watches this, but you know, I recognize her, you know, what she brings to the table. But we will be putting all of our, you know, the business that we're not going to be taking, you know, buying or acquiring, putting them into a basket to where we're basically kind of selling them if we think they're a good fit. And we do want to connect people, right? Before they hit, we put them on market and whatnot. So we will be having a lot of off-market deals. And keep in mind, even if you're in real estate, a lot of these business owners, they own their real estate. So there's a lot of off-market real estate deals that we got that, you know, that we might not be taking advantage of. We're in a couple big deals right now, so, you know, our hands might be tied. It might be something, you know. So definitely link up with us, hit us up. We're still in charge of our own DMs and things like that. I only have like. By the way, I'm still new to this whole Instagram thing. He laughs. I don't even know how to use. Like, I'm still like, wait, I barely just learned how to accept this guy's little.
Oh yeah. Every time I post a reel, I'm like, hey Anthony, can you accept that collab? You know.
Yeah,
and he's like, what's that? You know?
Yeah. So I'm still new, guys. Okay,
Yeah,
bear with me. I feel like the old guy, which I don't know what the hell's going on. Things are getting crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, you see the power of social media, right? Like literally, again, I've said this like 20 times already. You've had this yacht for 2 weeks, and we just had a crazy rager over the past weekend, and social media went crazy. Like everyone's just finding out about it, and they're like, oh, what is this? I want to party on the yacht and all of that. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we're going to lean into this thing, right?
Yeah,
we're going to use social media.
The whole party monster. The whole party monster thing.
Yeah, like obviously we're partying, having a good time, but it's very intentional. Like we're not just partying to get messed up and drunk and hungover.
No.
I've stepped away from that. Like I used to be a DJ, and I'm kind of like over that. But now I'm starting to see, okay, like maybe the partying with intention could be very useful in terms of networking, getting around certain crowds and connecting certain dots.
You know what I thought was hilarious when you were at that Ryan Pineda stuff? And,
oh yeah.
And then he shot out the fact that he's like the bottle service. You say that's networking?
Yeah, dude. So
This guy.
when last year, I think like me and Anthony just became friends. I'm like, yo, dude, I'm gonna be in Vegas because if you guys didn't know, I was a student of Ryan Pineda's like mastermind thing, and like last year I went to Vegas like 4 or 5 times, and obviously there's the whole conference, there's the mastermind, learning about real estate, and there's networking, and literally this conference like 3 days, and every single night I would be at a bottle service, and I called it networking. But I will. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. I feel free to disagree with me or think I'm lying, but I think I myself, Jeremy Mateo, I do my best networking partying. Like that's where I make the best connections, like because like, you know, I'm kind of lit, they're kind of lit, and I get to like see them, like their real personality.
Take over the world, dude. That's the kind of conversation
like sometimes I'll be drunk at the table, like, yo, thinking of a business plan, like, hey bro, like you got this, I got this, let's do this, you know. But most of the time, like, it's just fun and, you know, fun conversations. But because of that, I've made some really good friendships and connections from those conversations. And, you know, we don't even have to be at bottle service, but, like, we're at a bar, a networking thing, I'm having a drink, like, hey, let me buy this guy a drink, you know, and, like, get to know him and all that. And I feel like those are the best connections I've made, actually.
Yeah, and I don't golf, and I feel like a lot of deals are everybody, and so that's another thing when you start to, like, you know, all these people
golfing.
that have all this time for golf, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I don't golf, I don't do that type of thing, right? That's like not my thing.
Yeah,
I hate golf. It's boring. You get burnt for
Yeah.
no reason, like, and they're like, oh, but you get to drink. You can drink anywhere.
Yeah,
like,
you can drink on the yacht.
Yeah, dude. So like, I'm like, you know what? Screw golf. You guys,
Yeah.
and that's for all the old people anyway. Like, and I know all the young people always try to pick it up. Do you golf? Do you
Yeah.
golf? Shut up.
All the
you don't like golfing. Top golf, I'll play that. That shit's fun.
Top
golf is
jam,
cool, man.
dude.
Like, you know, that's cool because you're sitting down in the shade.
Yes.
You get to knock the shit out of a little ball, and like, and it's all Gucci.
Yeah.
And then you know the waiter comes, all that. But I like doing that in Vegas. But
Yeah.
when I'm out here, I'm not golfing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on the yacht. So anybody who wants to come and collab and everything, let's go on the yacht.
Yeah.
And the investors, let's go on the yacht.
I hate golfing. Like, I try to get into it. Like you said, some people are like, oh, this is the sport of business. Is that where deals are done? I'm like, no, dude. Like, I bought a whole set, tried to do it, went to, like, the driving range. I'm like,
you know, you got
this,
with
dude.
that guy.
I hate-
So you got MLM. You got golf, bro. You got golf.
I tried to drink the Kool-Aid, and
Try
I
to.
just cannot. It was funny you said that. Okay, so we put out, like, the first episode, and we mentioned about, like, MLMs and that, and, like, and he's like, yo, I don't think people, like, watch our stuff, dude. I'm like, no, trust me, dude. They're watching. And then, like, just before this podcast, some guy messages me, he's like, yo, dude, I just got MLM'd. I'm like, oh, dude, see, like, they watch it.
Yeah, dude. You watch out for the LMMs. Watch out for the golf people.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of. I mean, I know there's a lot of deals done on the golf course, and that's great. But after, I'll be, you know, I'll be on the yacht with. Like, you know, with a bunch of cool, chill people.
Yeah, and that's like now, like going back to what we were saying, like this is an asset. You can use this to bring investors or have deals or have meetings.
Right.
And it's like to your own leisure, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
you don't
we
have to
get to
play
hang
someone
out.
else's game.
We get to eat. We get to crack open some beers.
Yeah.
We get to freaking jump in the beautiful ocean, enjoy Hawaii. This is beautiful, guys. Like, like why? I mean, honestly, like looking out my dang window, I would see everyone on the damn water and just wondered, what are these guys, man? I wish I was out there. I've been on a yacht out here maybe like once or twice. And, you know, I just always wanted to do it. And here I am finally. I'm on my own damn yacht. This is amazing. Life is good. So,
awesome.
Again, yeah, like, this is amazing. I just wanted to say that. Like, I love Hawaii. I love the spirit out here. It's just, I don't want to change a thing.
Yeah.
I just want to be out here, enjoy life. And that was kind of like, you guys want to know something? Whenever I pulled up the Sandbar, we pulled up the Sandbar. Like, we were like party central.
Yeah.
You know, we had all eyes on us. And all the uncles and everything, they all, like, all the people that run Sandbar, they, you know, one of them came and then they were like hesitant. They were looking at us like, sorry. And you just got to approach people the right way, man. Like,
okay.
I just told them straight up. I was like, look, guys, I appreciate you guys, you know, helping us dock out here or anchor out here. Sorry, you know, thank you guys so much for helping us. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for allowing me to celebrate my birthday out here with you guys. Thank you for being a part of it. And right away, they just see that you come with some good energy. You're not trying to. You just want to add value and enjoy life together.
Not being a douchebag.
Yeah, you're not being a
basically.
douchebag, dude.
Yeah.
And we had the best time ever. We grabbed shots, and everybody was, man, like, oh, dude, that one uncle, dude, the one guy that was like, it was just, everything was just awesome.
Yeah.
Like, just come out here with good energy.
Oh, yeah.
Don't change a thing. Don't, you know, just be good.
Yeah, and like that's the thing with Hawaii is like the way business is done way differently than the mainland. Like it's a very more friendlier approach. Like people can tell if you have a hidden agenda. Like just come here with good intentions, trying to help people, and like you know, there are times where, like, especially with business, you do want to make money, you know, but we also have the intentions of helping, you know, but let's make it a win-win situation. And let's make it, like what you said earlier, mutual beneficial, you know?
Yeah, everybody can win, man. There's an abundance out there like no one even can fathom. It's there's endless, you know, and if we just gotta just help each other get there. I mean,
help each other,
you know, and
network.
Pass the reins, like these older people, like I call
Bro,
them old people.
they're gonna
I
be
love
watching
you
this and
guys,
be like,
by the
"Yo,
way.
this guy."
Bro, I'm about to join the Elks. I'm about to join the Elks Club eventually.
Old people.
No, I love old people. I'm gonna get a shirt that says "I love old people" because I'm around old people all the time. Like networking with old people is the best because they got. Dude, they got the best energy.
What age is old? What would you say? I'm put you on the spot right now.
I would say, 50 plus.
Oh, okay.
Even the 50s, the new 40s, I will say.
Okay,
But what I'm going to say is that I'm telling you, they have experience. Wisdom.
Yeah.
They have experience. They have wisdom, and they own everything, guys. And they honestly, I'm going to say this back to what I said before. A lot of their children, everything, they're bringing up weaklings. I hate to say it. I'm going to be straight up. All the people with money, their children, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are weak, and they cannot pass. They've been freaking sheltered their whole lives.
Yeah.
So if you're hungry and you want to freaking grow, go connect, go join the damn Elks Club. Now all these young people will be trying to join the Elks Club, but go like connect with these guys. The worst case, you get some good wisdom passed to you, man. Like seriously, these guys have a lot of wisdom to pass, and
they're kind of like mentors.
They are mentors. They really are.
And you said it in the last episode. You said you can learn from other people and you can learn from their other mistakes. And what I feel like when I speak to someone that's older than me, not old people. That's
being
older
politically
than
correct, man. I don't care. I'm being 50 plus. Hey, by the way, I'm sure the cancel culture is going to be circling us up.
God.
Bring it.
Yeah. Anyway, when I talk to someone that's like older than me, obviously they have more experience, more wisdom. They tell you advice. It's like, hey, like blah blah blah. Like if I could go back, I would do it like this. Whenever someone older than me says that line, if I could go back, I pay attention. Most of all, shut the fuck up. I shut up and just listen. And if it's something that like, oh, that's a banger right there. Like I try to bring that and take it into heart and apply it to my own life, my own business, and like just everything in general, and that's the value that older people will usually give you,
Yeah, no, definitely. They give you some. And now that you just dropped an F-bomb, I'm going to drop an F-bomb. No, I'm just kidding. Bleep. No, for sure, man. Jeremy's laughing. We try not to curse on ours. We want to keep it Disney Channel-like.
It's for the algorithm, bro. You can't be swearing for the algorithm.
I'm just playing. But anyway, yeah, no, seriously, like what Jeremy's talking about, these older people, like they just get out and connect with an old person. Reach out and hold an old person's hand. All right, no, I'm just kidding. Okay. All right, let's keep it moving.
But I think like with the pros of owning a yacht, I just want to ask you, what are the cons so far? What's you want to
talk about cons?
We've been talking about all the good stuff.
Me.
No, let's talk it because if someone's watching this and they're like, "Oh, I'm thinking about buying a yacht," let's see what Anthony has to say.
Guys, I'm going to tell you guys right now. So I'm going to tell you guys this right now. So when we pulled up at I just keep using this because this is the first time we ever really took it out to Sandbar. I can see all the girls rushed and hung out on our yacht. We're having a great time. All the other guys were in the back and they're just looking at each other. And I can tell what was going on in their heads. They're thinking together. They're like, all right, we need to get a yacht, guys. Let's pitch in. Let's get a freaking yacht. I can tell. So you guys want to hear what's going on? I'm gonna tell you what's going on. So I just seen it. Yeah. But there's so much bullshit with the damn boat. It's I've heard this from multiple people. It's like a full-time job running this damn thing. It's just sitting there, and it's like salt is constantly at war with it, attacking it. So it's like, all right, you need a cleaner. Okay. You need a cleaner from the bottom. Okay. You need there's every electrical issue or anything that can happen does happen on a brand new yacht. You can imagine if you don't buy brand new. So everything goes wrong all the time. There's always something that needs to be fixed. It's worse than a house. As someone else put it, it's like a house on in a constant earthquake, and it's it's just chaos. It really is chaos. Okay. It's a lot of money. So again, if you're going to buy an asset like this, just ensure that you can handle it. Ensure that it's just a natural progression.
And you can hire people.
You're going to have to hire people. You're going to have to even getting out here, man. I'm scared to death of driving this thing through. The first time I ever drove a boat was this thing, and just pulling out. They put you in this little corner, and they're like, "All right, go," and you got to go and it's like Tetris getting out of there. I don't even know what to. It's like a maze. You got to go around all these other boats. God forbid you touch one. Yeah. Holy shit. The other day, the other day I seen a guy and he's right on the corner where I have to pass by. Right. And I'm driving, or I'm not driving. I handed the reins over, but I said, "Bro, has anybody ever clipped you?" like clipped your boat? Because like there's like 2 feet on this side and 3 feet on the other side. And he looks at me, he's like, no. And then as someone else said, they're like, you scared that poor man because I told him, look, I apologize in advance because I might be clipping you.
Damn.
So he like looked at me and he just like stayed quiet. I was like, oh shit.
Look at this new guy,
dude. But yeah, no. The cons of owning like a yacht, dude. It's insane. It's a lot. Just be boat,
it's
as everyone knows,
it's not rainbows and
what it
butterflies.
stands for. Bust out another 1,000. Everyone talks about it. That's literally what it stands for. So the cons are great, but like honestly, the pros are like,
oh yeah,
man, dude, this is I'm having a blast, guys.
Like, the pros outweigh the cons, and I feel like
don't be an a-hole and live on your boat, guys. Come on, no, I'm just playing. It's like an RV. Don't do it.
Yeah.
No, have fun.
Yeah, I would say like the cons is like mostly monetary, right? Obviously, you got to bust down another 1,000. But I think the pros, there's like you said, it can float itself. That's monetary, but there's also a lot of intangible pros that you mentioned, like the networking. You know, meeting different people and like finding like friends of friends and different resources that can help you. Like I think just partying after this weekend, like I've made like so many new friends. You know, like John G, Ronco, Johannes' acquaintances. Yeah. Well, those guys, they're friends.
No, yeah. No,
but
no,
acquaintances,
seriously.
yeah.
No, definitely met some cool ass people, man. Like honestly, like Johannes, you know, freaking everyone, Ronco,
John G,
John G on the tables, man. Honestly, like we all come together and it's like boom, an explosion. Like, you know, it's just good energy, man, and it goes back to energy. You bring the energy, you know, the energy of the universe just comes in its attraction. It really is. You just bring it, and they will come, and that's what you got to do. You got to do it. You got to bring.
We just want to have fun and do epic stuff, you know. And like one of the plans we're talking about, you know, so if you're a yacht owner, boat owner on Oahu, and you're watching this, let's get together and throw some kind of like thing in Waikiki where we all line up and circle our boats or yachts and have some kind of like.
Safely for all the other captains that are looking at us like, wait a second, there's a lot of problems with it.
Responsibly.
Let's get some responsible captains together, see if we could safely do it, and you know,
okay,
safe
now
manner.
Anthony's the one being all like,
well, you got to start thinking of life jackets. How many life jackets? How much weight for each one to make sure you have enough? You know, but let's freaking do it. Let's freaking go.
Safely.
You know, I'm in safely,
responsibly,
but let's do it. We're gonna go hard, guys. I'm honestly
Yachtchella.
We're gonna go super hard. Yeah, let's get a couple yachts together. We'll put like a platform in the biggest platform we can buy, floating platform. We're gonna put a DJ. We're gonna like have great. We're gonna sync all. If we could sync all the SoundClouds and just have some fun. I want to do it. That's the next thing. So if you think it, you can do it. I'm thinking about doing it, and we're gonna do it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Down.
Okay. So,
too much.
But safely.
We have to do it safely. Like honestly, like guys. We'll connect. Yeah. Start hitting our DMs and stuff. We're gonna do it. So if you got a yacht and you want to be a part of it, definitely shoot out a message, and we'll get together. We'll put out a good day when, you know, conditions are gonna be right and all that crazy stuff, and we'll count the life jackets, and we'll make a list. It's gonna be very exclusive, by the way. So if you really want to come, you better get on it now.
Oh yeah.
So gonna be good times.
Nice, dude. Well, I'm having fun on this yacht right now.
Also, if anybody wants to collab with us, we need some good drinks. Okay, local. We want to support local.
I want a local drink, and you want to sponsor our podcast, shoot us a DM. We'd love to have you over here.
If you know someone, know an owner, and you watch the podcast, let them know. We want to, we want to sponsor local. I do like supporting local entrepreneurs out here in Hawaii. So
and if you're the owner too, we'd love to have you as a guest on our podcast. And that's another thing is we're looking for guests, entrepreneurs, people who hustle here on Oahu.
Anyone's going to get tired of listening to Jeremy and I speak all the time because we're going to be bringing on some big hitters.
So if you're interested, shoot us a DM. We'd love to have you on, talk shop, chop it up, talk about your story, talk about your business, talk about the come up, the trials and tribulations. We love all of that stuff, and we want to highlight you and, just make more content and, inspire and motivate more people.
That sounds amazing to me. I think we can definitely do that. So, but bring it, guys. All we're doing is trying to create opportunities for other people, really. And in which case, it's all mutually beneficial. We obviously benefit, and everyone can benefit. My employees benefit, and that's another thing we didn't even talk about. Like my employees are going to be enjoying the hell out of this. This is not, I'm not going to be out here partying all the time. I'm going to be making time for my employees to come out here, bring their wives, they're gonna enjoy it. So everybody wins, man. Like honestly, I love when everybody can win. It can't be just some old fat dude at the top and it gets everything. Like things are changing, man. Like I don't know what it is, but it's getting kind of crazy with all this social media stuff and what people perceive as valuable. It's some people like these young people. They don't even really want, like, everyone wants to be a YouTube star or Instagram star. They don't even want to be rich. They just want to, all that. So things are changing. The world is changing, and I just wanted to talk about that for a second. What do you think about that, bro? Like, that's kind of weird because a lot of people, they are all about this whole like influence thing. And for me, I've never been I never even want to even do this kind of stuff. Like I've always been, I'm like an old school mindset where I just want to make money. I want to grind. I want to help out, my people. But like this whole influence thing is like getting kind of weird.
So I think this is just my take on it. I think majority of the population, they see influencers, quote unquote, and they want all this fame. They want it for the wrong reasons. Majority of the population want to be famous and they want people to like them, and they think because of that it's going to bring a lot of money. But they don't know that it takes a lot of work. Right. And then, in my opinion, I think there's a difference between an influencer, someone who can influence, and someone who has a lot of followers. And I think majority of the population just wants a lot of followers. Like, I'll be honest, like, yeah, I want to be an influencer. I want to influence. I want to be able to, like, change something, for a purpose. And I think that's majority of the population gets wrong. And it's just their intentions, Right. Like, I think with us, the reason why I wanted to be an influencer is obviously to, like, transcend it into business, Like, if I have a big following, if I, have a business, I can obviously feed my following into that business, and I could impact a lot of lives because obviously this business is creating value for people. But I think where other people want to do is like, oh, I want to be famous and like have someone pay me millions of dollars for a post, like Kylie Jenner or something like that. And I think that's where majority get it wrong. But I think there's a select few who use content, who use social media for the good purpose and for the right reasons,
I like that.
And I think that's where you started to see the real value in social media.
For sure.
Yeah.
No, I did see that. I mean, right away when we were starting to get deals off of it, like legit deals, I'm looking at them like, man, I didn't even have to go on any website or connect with any broker. This is homegrown.
Yeah.
This deal is off. No one knows about it.
Yeah, we can't talk about this deal, but this deal is huge, and it came from my Instagram.
Yeah, it was pretty big, man. Yeah. Like honestly, that deal's amazing.
Yeah.
A lot of what's going on is just I'm in awe of it. So I did want to spend a little moment talking about that. This whole social media thing is it's explosive.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why we're doing this here, is if we can impact anyone's lives and also mutually they can impact our lives as well.
Yeah.
It's all huge. So.
And it's just funny how I see like Ryan Pineda, he was also one of those guys that were low key. He didn't want to talk about things or post about things because, for the fear of showing people like, oh, I'm bragging. And I think to the wrong person watching it, they might think it's bragging, but I think those people who think it's bragging, in my opinion, they have a small mindset, because when I see someone posting Ferrari or Lambo, unless they're not saying like, oh, look at me, you freaking peasants, like if they're not saying that, I will look at that and be like, oh wow, look at this guy.
How did you get there?
How'd you get there? How did you do that? What did you do? Like, I'm inspired, like, because there's a million ways to make $1 million, and when I see someone, I'm like, oh, I want to know their story. How did they get there? Were there ups and downs? How'd you get through the downs? How'd you get up? And once Ryan Pineda, like, his story was like, once he saw the value in that, then he started posting, and then again, it just blew up. And that's the crazy thing about social media, is you can blow up super quickly. You never know who's watching and who shares it. Like, I think our first reel that we ever posted, Bart Kwan, shout out Bart Kwan, thank you, bro, for reposting one of the reels where Anthony was like, if you can't run yourself like a business, you have no business running a business. And he shared that, and it got like 20,000 views, and like all of a sudden it blew up. And like, that's just the power of social media. Like, just one little thing can just change your life.
Yeah,
you know?
and I agree with that, but don't ever get big-headed, guys.
Never.
Always be the guy that can still go out there and freaking put on whatever you got to put on to get the job done. Shit, I'm like always still, even though I'm not really active in my companies and like much anymore, I'm still ready to jump in and just tear it up. I got killers on my team. Always have killers on your team that can handle business, so that way you can be out, chilling on a yacht, and then bring them on. Bring them on, like show them a good time too. Show your killers a good time. Keep your people good. Keep your people happy.
Mm-hmm.
Always keep your people happy. Yeah. But the whole social media thing is great and all. I love it. But don't ever get big-headed on it. Just be a grinder. Don't ever stop. And
I think
ready to jump
a quote I heard like early on in my business was that always take care of the people that take care of you.
For sure.
Yeah. And
you have to.
Absolutely.
You have to.
How are we doing?
Don't be saying absolutely like. Don't be saying absolutely like me.
Okay.
Yeah, don't be saying absolutely. By the way, I say that word so much. Now I hear Jeremy saying it.
I hang out with Anthony so much now that I'm picking up his slang, and he's always like, absolutely.
I need to stop saying some of this stuff, man. Like, honestly, like, there's just those filler words, and I don't speak as much as I used to. When I was like a sales guy, I had a mouth on me, and then now I'm constantly thinking always, So my mouth and my brain are a little disconnected sometimes. And like I was telling this guy earlier, I'm like Yoda. Like I speak in like
backwards.
Yeah, backwards and like in fragments and like.
You guys didn't notice now. Sometimes Anthony, like during the podcast, I made a comment to him like, "Hey, sometimes you like start talking and then like you don't finish that sentence and then you start beginning the next sentence."
Yeah. It's weird because like because
your brain's so fast.
No,
dude.
I'll take it. I'll take it all day. But like I explain, it's just your
brain's too big. Bro.
I'll take it. I don't know. Life is good, guys. Life is good.
Life is good, dude.
Life is good. But I think we're all Gucci, man. I mean, honestly, like guys, like we did what we came out here, what we wanted to do. Like this is what I wanted you guys to see, the beautiful backdrop of Diamond Head. I hope I got it in there because this is beautiful. This is all I want to do. You know what we're going to do after this? We're going to jump in the water for a few minutes, just take a quick breather, enjoy life, which you guys were here with us. You guys can be. Hit us up in the DMs. And we're going to enjoy life for just a little bit. Have some poo-poos down there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was going to say absolutely.
Yeah, look at this guy. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Anthony, number 2.
Yeah. So if you guys are watching this and you've made it this far, thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram. If you're a private investor and want to invest with us, DM us. We'd love to, work together.
If you're a yacht owner, hit us up. If you're a yachty, hit us up. I'm kidding.
No, he's not.
Oh, shit.
And then also, if you are a business owner and you're looking to retire and you're looking for people to take the reins, please DM us. We'd love to have a conversation. And if it turns out something awesome, if not, we're just glad we were able to meet another older person to give us knowledge and wisdom. So thank you guys again. Peace.
Peace.